Happy Monday, everybody!
Happy Monday.
Cheers.
What are we drinking today?
I've just got my water right now. I've already had coffee, so I'll probably have another cup later, but I switched to water, so.
I got electrolytes again.
I think I'm on my third cup of coffee today, and I'm really enjoying it because I didn't order more Chobani creamer because a goal of mine is to get back to drinking black coffee again.
But yeah, that's a
So
good
it's a
goal.
black this morning?
This morning we got cream in it. I didn't reorder anymore, so I'm rationing what I have left, but the Chobani creamer just changed my life.
Yeah.
really
You could
good.
always do like a splash of Fairlife milk or something if you needed to get that bitterness out.
That's true.
Then it's a little healthier, less,
Yeah.
But or just enjoy the Chobani.
I know. If it was like one cup of coffee, it wouldn't be as bad. But the fact that I drink multiple a day, when you start adding the calories of the creamers up,
Yeah.
really, I told myself I could be making way better progress if I switched to that habit. So that's what I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Gonna
I
do
was
it.
a total black coffee drinker forever because I drink so much. And then I got pregnant with Brady and I could not have just a little bit of half and half. I don't do a lot at all, but I still am like that. I'm like, it just doesn't. So I still use my creamer, but that's a goal of mine after this baby to get back to black coffee only because I drink so much of it.
Yeah, that's how I knew I was pregnant with Charlie. Is all of a sudden one morning you drink that coffee and it's the most bitter, disgusting thing in the
Yeah.
world. Yeah,
It's weird. It's weird. Taste buds in pregnancy is so weird.
Do you have an aversion to coffee at all, Meg? Or do you have much sickness or any of that?
I did with Brady. Rory and this baby have been pretty similar, but the first trimester coffee doesn't sound very good.
Yeah.
Then once I hit the second, I'm golden. Everything sounds good again. So yeah, I've been feeling pretty good. Besides the first trimester, I had influenza and the puking flu and all the bad things. So it was a rough trimester, but now I feel really good other than some of that round ligament pain and lightning crotch. Have you heard of that?
Definitely.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
That hurts so bad. It's like 3 seconds of excruciating pain and then it fades away.
Yeah, it's like
So that's my new symptom.
Is it like heartburn in your crotch or something different?
Kind of like heartburn in your crotch and like almost like a sharp pain for like 3 to 5 seconds. Like that it's in your crotch and leg area. I texted Paige Pranger Gillis about it, and she told me it's very normal, especially at this stage of pregnancy, and that the baby's probably just sitting super low, which is also part of it. And she had me order a belly band that said it would really help. So I did order one of those. So I'll let you guys know how that goes.
You didn't have any of that during any of your pregnancies?
With Charlie, I had these horrible rashes on my legs that just itched and itched. And in my right leg, I would get the spider veins, which kind of stuck around, but they would just be like throbbing.
Yeah. Every woman experiences different symptoms. And like they come and go. Like today I haven't had my lightning crotch much, but on yesterday before we were golfing, I was having like that and a little bit of sciatica nerve, like these new symptoms. And I'm like, what the heck? No, I just said how good I was feeling. But baby's getting bigger. I've got more to hold in the front. So, oh well, it's just part of it.
You've been really killing it though with your workouts and everything.
Yeah. I find I've found with all my kids, I'm sure you guys can relate. You just feel better.
Yeah.
When you're working out. I mean, I know when my body needs rest, but I definitely have better pregnancies if I just keep exercising. And they say if you did it before, you can keep doing it. So I modify when I can, but like the push-ups. But yeah, I'm looking forward to my workout tonight, especially with this beautiful summer weather. We turned our air on because it was so hot in here. I was so excited.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it's not easy working out when you're pregnant. It's kind of interesting because with JLo was my most like physically hard pregnancy in terms of pain. And I had, at the time I was getting chiropractic care for what was mild back pain. And they put me on this pretty intensive chiropractor plan. I didn't even think I was in that much pain, but I was having pretty bad back pain when I would sit in a car for even longer than 20 minutes. So, I mean, that's...
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I'm like, I don't think I need an intensive care plan, but I had a little bit of a curvature in my spine and my hips were kind of crooked. So I just feel like my whole pregnancy with her, I was that waddling pregnant lady that just, I'm like, this
I
just
know.
hurts. It
I already
hurts.
feel like I have a waddle. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not even 30 weeks, but I just feel like I'm already kind of waddling. And, if your back hurts or whatever's going on, it's like
You
makes
just
you
kind of
walk a certain
slow.
way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do boys kind of hang a little bit lower?
So this is my first boy, of course, but Paige, when she was texting me, she said, damn boys, they hang low. So maybe that's why I'm feeling the round ligament pain, lightning crotch, sciatica, all that stuff a little more now. But I just hope it doesn't get worse as the summer
They do
goes on.
say
I'm
that
like,
every
oh,
woman carries differently. Like, I think all my babies carried low, and it's just, I don't know. It just is
yeah,
interesting with how the symptoms and where the baby is. Just
it
it
is.
makes sense.
Yeah, it's so wild.
With Blake, I was in the best shape of my life. I was using the barbell and deadlifting probably at like 30 weeks. But with Charlie, I just got knocked down.
Yeah.
And so if you are pregnant, podcasters listening, and you feel like you can't work out, that's also normal.
Absolutely. And like, even if you just go on a 10-minute walk,
Yeah.
just do what you can. I'm not, just because I'm out there doing burpees and all this crazy shit, you don't have to do it. You can just simply go on a walk. You have to listen to your body. I feel like every day your body's telling you something different. So I say walks here and there are just fine if that's what the pregnancy is allowing. So definitely don't overdo it. Sometimes I feel like I push myself too much. And then I'm like, oh, I should have, I'm like, you know what? I deserve to feel this way because I just went out there and did 20 burpees. Why would I do that when I'm 24 weeks pregnant?
You probably find it hard to admit that you can't do something in this time when you have been able to do it. I feel like that's the hardest mental game to
It
play.
is so hard. Just like I was saying with push-ups, I'm like in denial that I can't do them. Like now my belly's hitting and it's just so frustrating and you lose your core so quick when you get
Yeah.
pregnant. Yeah, that is definitely frustrating. But now that it's my third, I'm like, I know I'll get it back. But it's hard. I was telling Kale a few days ago, I'm like, it is hard to just watch your body like change. And you're going to have to work to get that old body back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a hard thing, but knowing what the reward you get, it's like, I don't even care. If I get these few stretch marks and have some saggy boobs and loose fat, that's okay. They're so worth it. So,
Well, I feel like that's a good way into maybe our first announcement for
yeah.
this podcast episode today. We have a couple of fun things to talk about.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go ahead and leeway into the first one.
Yeah, you left us on a major cliffhanger last
Major.
I do have a couple like life announcements coming up. So this is really the first one. And so I guess that is that we're expecting baby number 4. And yes.
Woo, 4 kids.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I agree. I feel like when you get past 3, it's like, wait, we have a big family. Like,
yeah,
we're gonna have 4 children. We were watching the kids play on the couch this weekend, and they were playing really well, and they were it was one of those adorable moments. It's not always like that, but they were playing well. And Kyle's like, I can't believe another one will be chiming in next year. It's just wild.
So when is your due date, Janelle?
It is, we had our first appointment last week, and so December 7th is the due date.
Christmas baby. Christmas. Oh, that's so special.
Our second December baby, so that's kind of wild. But I am.
Yeah, so you'll still have a baby this year.
Yeah, we'll have a baby this year.
Yep.
We were kind of joking. Well, we weren't trying for another kid. We were actually going to try to wait for like another year, but none of our babies were planned, so that's just how
God had other plans.
Yeah. You jinxed us when you said in that one episode that Kyle said, I've been good.
I know, what a comment. So he's telling everybody. It's just like, yeah, I don't know. Oh well, it's just, it's fun. We have a friend trip planned next March, and I was like, all right, I want to be like 2 years postpartum there and feel so good. And Meg, you were just talking about, that feeling of, okay, this is going to be it's going to be a 2-year process, really. And that's really like right when I got pregnant before all my kids is like right when I started feeling good again. Like right when I feel like
Oh yeah.
I turned the corner. You
Yeah.
turn tiny corners the whole time. And then
Yeah.
you're like, I'm back. And you get pregnant again. So
It's
here I
so
am going
true.
through all of our summer clothes and I'm like, all right, I might as well just put all of this in a box because I'm not going to see it for 2 years. You know, I'm going to be postpartum next summer. I'm just going to literally donate it to my sisters. Like I'm never going to see this clothes again at this point. So, you know, some of the
No,
shorts that you love
that's
or like,
so true. Like I just had to get all mine back out too. It's like, what? Like I got to get all these maternity clothes back out. It's crazy.
and you know
And
what's so
then, do you
funny?
still nurse, Janelle?
I do. I still nurse Adam.
Okay,
Yeah. So
gotcha.
I nurse her and I mean, it's kind of like a comfort thing, but like before naps and before bed and stuff.
Okay.
I still do nurse her.
Yeah. Because I had stopped nursing Rory at 10 months and then got pregnant like right after that. And I was like, dang, I was like just like I feel like when you stop
Yeah.
nursing, you're like, okay, I'm getting back to my normal self. And then I got
Like if you're
pregnant. So
not
I feel
nursing,
like,
you're not pregnant.
yeah, the minute I stopped nursing. So yeah, but it's all good.
You
It's all
just kind
good.
of, yeah, just enjoy it. I remember that feeling, like, I remember a vivid feeling when we got pregnant with Liam of just, oh my gosh, we're going to do this all over again, right? You have to, pregnancy with Jill was really hard. You do the whole postpartum nursing thing. And then that feeling of, oh my gosh, we're going to do this again.
Yeah.
But it lessens every time. And I feel like you just learn how to do it. Like, I enjoy nursing. I do love having a baby. Like, I don't know, you just adapt to it, I suppose.
Yeah.
And so
And
the
now
funny,
I feel like once you have 3 and now you have 4, you might as well have 5 or 6.
that's literally, yeah. I can see how when they say just what's another one. I'm like, yeah, I actually really do believe that.
Yeah. But when I always think about when they get older, the
Yeah.
schedules and sports, I'm like, okay, it will be a different life when they get older. So I've been keeping that in mind because we're like, do we want a 4th after this one or whatever? And I'm like, I totally do. But in my head, I'm like, okay, like life's going to be really busy when we're older. So I
Yeah.
always keep that in mind too. They're not little forever, but it's all fun.
Every season is different.
I remember with 2 under 2, just feeling like I'm never going to leave my house again. It was so stressful trying to pack all the diapers, get the shoes on. By the time you get one shoe on, the other one poops, you're changing the diaper again. Then they take their shoes off and you're
scaring me,
over.
Lauren. I'm going to have 2 under 2.
No, you can totally do it, honestly. And you know what? I literally went somewhere the other day and I had one diaper and like 2 wet ones. And I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like with Jayla, I had like a whole book bag full of every possible thing I could ever need was in that bag. And you just kind of, your expectations just lower. I mean,
Yeah.
really.
Funny story this morning before I was getting the girls off to the sitter. Brady goes, Mom, I have to poop. And I'm like, okay, go poop. Then I look into the toy room. This is just going to be a little TMI, but that's okay because that's just me. So then I look into the toy room and Rory's like totally pooping. I'm like, okay, another poop. Then I got Brady wiped because she can't quite do that herself yet. And then I got Rory cleaned up and then I had to poop. And I'm like, what the heck? So we all pooped within 5 minutes of each other before we left the house. That's why I texted you and said, can we do a little later? Because I'm running behind.
Yeah. Really, especially when you're
all
trying
the same
to,
schedule.
yeah, especially when you're trying to leave your house to meet somebody. Like, I would hate to have someone be waiting for me because I'm 15 to 20
Yeah,
minutes
I
late.
hate being late. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
If
so I learned
yeah.
learned very quick, like, this might take 2 hours to pack up and leave, so start getting ready way earlier.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah.
So true.
I have one more question for Janelle.
Okay, back it up.
Did you have a coffee tastes bad moment to find out, or how did you know?
I
question.
walked into the kitchen and I could smell the spice cabinet from like, I wasn't even in the kitchen yet and I was like, I can smell garlic. I'm pregnant. Just because I feel like most women can relate to that, just the heightened senses. And I am just my smell is like so sensitive. I'm always asking Kyle, like, do you smell that or is that just me? Because at this point, like, my house just smells horrible all the time. And I don't even think it's just, we had Jayla's birthday party last week and I was like, okay, Kyle, you need to sniff test everything because I feel like, everything is just, yeah, my senses are just wild. And so that was really the moment for me that I was like, all right, we're gonna take a pregnancy test. I had a couple, and then I took one, and there was the faintest line ever, but I'm like, it's definitely a line. And so Kyle was golfing with some buddies, and then I told him when he got home, and yeah, he was excited, surprised. I had put it on the counter, like I put it on our little island, and it was just sitting out. And I was like, I told him I had something for him on the counter, and he goes over there and he's like looking for something on the counter, and he's like, he just is like, what do you have for me? He did not see it at all. So we were laughing about that, but yeah. And I haven't drank coffee really since I've learned that I'm pregnant. So just because it just doesn't sound good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it takes a while.
First, like you're saying, Meg, yeah, that first trimester coffee is not.
Yeah.
I was trying to drink it, and I'm like, why am I even trying to drink this?
Well, I think you're trying to drink it because you need to get energy.
Right. It does.
At least that's how I was. Like, I'm like, I need something because you're so tired. And it's like, it brings you to tears how you just feel awful. Like, you just can't function.
Yeah.
And I think that was me. I was like, I'm forcing this down my throat because I need caffeine. And just, I tried other things, but nothing was helping. That's when it's like, okay, this is how God designed pregnancy. I am tired and I have to rest.
Yes.
My house is not going to be clean right now, and I'm not going to, be able to be the active mom that I want to be. I have to rest. So, yeah, it's really hard to tell yourself that when you're like all of us and just energetic and
trying to get
things, crossing things off. And yeah, it's hard. So if you're pregnant and going through that first trimester, push through. Yeah, it is so worth it no matter how hard your pregnancy is.
I just cannot stop laughing because Janelle, that is so fourth kid announcement. I remember first pregnancy with Blake, I made this awesome lasagna soup. I made fresh green beans and I spelled dad out of the green beans.
It's so true.
Literally, Kyle walks in from golfing. You're like, just throw him the pregnancy test at that point. Guess what? We're doing it again.
That is so true, though. I didn't even think about that till you said that, Lauren, because I went all out for Ryan, saved it for Christmas Day. For Rory, I took a video and all this. By the third one, I walked out of the bathroom and I threw it into Kale's arms and into his hands and I said, hey, we're going to need a bigger house. And that was that. I told him right away, like nothing creative about it.
So
absolutely.
Stay away, ladies. We're going to have to continue the Zoom calls.
But yes, we want to hear about your trip. It looked so amazing and your girls look so cute.
I know.
Sounded like the drive there was interesting.
Yes, there's so much to unpack. No pun intended there. Because I was also laughing as I was looking at these pictures, just smiling ear to ear, being like, people have no idea how much it took to get to Myrtle Beach. I was so nervous leading up to the trip. I just was anxious. 11 hours in a car with two littles. You just try to prepare as much as you can, but we had no idea how it was going to go. But the reason we went on this trip in the first place is because we are Hilton members. Lee travels for work. So that's kind of the hotels that he stays at. And then he got a call asking if he would attend this timeshare presentation. So at first, you have the timeshare in your head of like, heck no, I'm not going to listen to a timeshare thing. Yeah. Then they start laying on the deals of, hey, if you come to Myrtle Beach, we'll give you this super cheap priced hotel. All it's going to take from you is listening to this 3-hour presentation. And if you get through that, they were going to give us a ton of Hilton points and a free 3-day cruise.
So you're going on a cruise too?
Yeah, we're going to go on a cruise. We got to pick where we want to go, but
just you two?
I think we're going to do just us two for this one.
Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. Where's the cruise at?
You could pick from a couple different locations. I know there was Bahamas, Caribbean, or Mexico one. So
I've never been to any of those places or a cruise. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, we have to book it within 6 months from now, but you can take it up to 2 years, like anytime then. So not sure when we'll go yet, but yeah, looking forward to that. But
Yeah.
the whole way down, it was like, how are we ever gonna see the beach? Because we stopped so many times. We knew we were stopping halfway, but Blake has the tiniest bladder alive, so we were just emergency peeling off.
Oh,
Right, we did have her in a pull up. I feel like people might want to know how to survive a trip like this. So I guess tip number one is before we even left, I scheduled a chiropractor appointment for this week because I knew it would be a lot. Got my groceries delivered this morning, so I got the crock pot chicken going, I got overnight oats, all of that. So we had her in a pull up going down, had borrowed Lee's mom's van, so we had the DVDs, and we looked up the McDonald's Playlands. They still exist.
yes.
And so we were about a mile out to get to this playland. Blake is in a terror trying to tell us that she has to go potty. We're like, we're almost there. We can do this. We're getting off the exit ramp, and then all of a sudden, Charlie starts throwing up.
This is one of the stories you'll tell forever, honestly.
I know. So we put the flashers on. We're stripping her down literally on the side of the road.
Was she car sick?
I think so. Or
Yeah.
just she's used to facing backwards. Now she's facing forwards, watching a screen. Like, I don't know. We were kind of getting into mountains at that point. So then, yeah, luckily she never threw up again after that. Went to the playland. They played. It was awesome. And yeah, finally made it to the hotel. But Blake started getting really smart. I think she's going to be an actress someday because she started pulling fake potty breaks. So she would just cry like, I have to go potty. And you'd be like, are you sure? We would ask her. Then we're like, okay, we got to wait 10 more minutes just to see if she would forget. And she was just adamant. And then we would peel off, go to a restroom. I would waste so many disgusting public toilets.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, she didn't have to go. So we would go off
her.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
And
yeah, because what do you do? You can't just assume that she doesn't have to go, you know? And
right. Yeah, how are we supposed to know that? And at one point we were trying to tell her, just pee in your pull up. You know, we got to keep going. And she wouldn't do it.
Yeah. Oh.
Did she do this on the way home too?
Yes. On the way home, we had like an hour and a half left to go, but we needed to get gas. So we got the gas. We actually peeled off. There was a sign for like a Shell station. Got off the road and we're like,
I love how you're like peeled off.
Oh yeah, no, we're literally peeling off.
That's great.
Yeah, got gas, and then a little bit later she's saying that she has to go potty again, try to go to the McDonald's, doors are locked. Where else are we gonna go at this point? And I told Lee, there's a hotel. We're gonna roll in there, we're gonna not make eye contact with anybody, go to the bathroom and leave. And that one was a false alarm one where Lee's like, I swear if we have to stop one more time, I'm gonna lose it.
Oh my
God. Yeah. I told him before we even left, if we can survive this, we can do anything.
Yeah.
I mean,
11 so it was worth it.
It was so worth it. Yeah, we were just smiling, laughing ear to ear. It felt like the whole time. Aww. I didn't realize how extroverted our kids were, but we talked to probably everybody that we passed because one of them was saying, oh, it was so cute. Yeah, them playing on the beach. They loved the aquarium. And I posted this on my Instagram. The saddest part is there was really like barely any kids there. It's like a slow season, you know, school's not out yet. The water was freezing. So nobody's swimming in the ocean at least. But all of those people that we passed, you would like see it in their eyes of, oh, my kids are like 16 and 20 now. I miss this so much. So
people really do say that.
I feel like I'm getting so emotional right now. Just seeing their eyes, I was like, wow, we are literally in the best time of life. And I'm literally tearing up because just know.
So special. When you can really like, when it really does hit you, like, that all, you know, your whole life you think about what this moment, like what's that season of my life gonna be like, look like, and here you are, like we're 30 years old and you have two beautiful girls, like that's so cool. And to then, you know, create memories like that, that's just priceless.
Yeah, there was another moment on the beach where building sandcastles, and I just sat there and I felt like I saw my whole life backwards again in a new lens, just knowing how much it would take for my parents to take us on trips and just how much work it really takes to get up and go.
Yes, that's a really good point. It really does give you appreciation for, wow, my mom, my dad are just awesome.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, the pictures really were cute, and their little matching suits, and then just to have those pictures. And my mom does this thing where when we go on a family vacation, she always makes a little scrapbook of the trip.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, so she has all these little Shutterfly books that are just lined up, and the kids always, and then you look at them and you're like, gosh, that was fun.
Yeah.
Like, that was fun. Take the trip. That's fun.
Oh, love vacations.
I'm such a sucker for any like tourist traps. Like Vacation Lauren will just go and get everything. But one thing that my mom started that I took this idea from is buying an ornament wherever we go and just putting that tree up at Christmas time, hanging those ornaments and just seeing like all the memories replay in your head. I love it. So
I love that too.
the ornament we got was from the aquarium. It was a stingray because that's what the girls loved the most. They loved Mr. Ray.
Love it.
The stories were so cute, like on Instagram, just her little voice. Blake's little voice. I want to bottle it up forever. It's so cute.
Yes.
So cute.
Yes.
Wow. So fun.
Yeah. So, what should we talk about next? You just took a trip to, was it Michigan, Janelle?
Oh yeah, we did. For Mother's Day weekend, went to Holland, Michigan. And so they have like the Tulip Festival. I don't know if you guys are familiar or not with that at all. It's actually, Kyle and I when we lived in Michigan, we lived in East Lansing, which is like kind of an hour into the state, like right in the middle. And so Grand Rapids is a hour west, and then Detroit is like an hour east. Yeah, it's over by Grand Rapids, and it was kind of always on our bucket list when we lived up there. We were always like, we're gonna try to get over to the Tulip Festival. I mean, they just have millions of tulips that just, obviously they all blossom at the same time. And my mom always wanted to get up there, so we did like that was kind of our little family vacation this year, just a weekend in Michigan, exploring the town and stuff. So yeah, it's like a German festival. And so you were saying like what you do when you remember trips like that. My mom always buys magnets like for the refrigerator.
Yeah.
So they line up on the side. So yeah, my mom loves to she wants to go to all the museums and she wants to go through all the shops, and she is that kind of vacationer. Kyle's family vacations differently than mine. Like his family likes to go to a lake and just sit and enjoy the sun all week. And my mom is like, where are we going next? And so we got to see there was like a beach and the sunsets on the lake. So it feels like you're at the oceans, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I would say I am more of the planner, but like he will book the plane tickets and do all of like the stuff that is online and you have to like book the hotel and that kind of stuff. He does that. But as far as like where we're going and stuff, I would say I'm more of the planner there. I would say. But it's a good mix.
Kyle and I are kind of the same. Kyle is definitely more of the planner in general. He'll have like a trip in his mind that's like 2.5 months away, and he wants to talk about it like all the time to make sure we know where we're going, where all that. And I'm like, I'll figure it out in like 4 weeks. I'll look at the map and I can do my research and figure out fun places to go. But I have like a loose schedule in my head versus he's like more of like an itinerary type feel almost.
Yeah, I'm not an itinerary vacationer.
Yeah.
I like to just relax and go with the flow, believe it or not. And a lot of times where we go, I have family, so we stay with them and we kind of just wake up and we're like, this is what we're going to do today, or this, so we don't have to plan too much out, but
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I do like having an idea. Like I can get on board with that. Like, we have our bucket list items and then we just kind of fill it in as we go. But I do like having, I guess I'd like having an idea. Like if we're going to go to this place, I like to know like where a restaurant is over in that location.
Yeah.
Like try to make it convenient and make it make sense. But, I'll make the plan. And then in my head, I'm like, okay, those are our 3 things for Friday. Those are our 3 things for Saturday, whatever. And then Kyle wants to review it in detail. It's like, we talk about this all the time. I'm like, I don't know what else you want me to say. But yeah, so it's fun. We're going to Indianapolis for a weekend here in about a month with the kids. We're going to do like
fun. That's a fun city.
Yeah. I guess they have a cool children's museum, which I've never been to. Have you guys ever been there?
I have not, but I'm sure it's awesome.
I have heard great things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's where we're
Fun.
gonna take the kids, just hike them on over there. So you were saying like the points and whatever. We do Marriott Bonvoy for like our credit cards and stuff. So we just rank up the points and
Yeah.
get free
We
hotel.
do Southwest for our credit card, so we get the points on there and then we get our free flights.
Yeah, that works out, especially if you're flying to Arizona and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, for
But
sure.
yay.
Yeah.
Well,
Oops.
yeah.
We hit our time.
Well, I was gonna say I have to leave here in about probably 6 minutes. I have a hair. I'm doing highlights and getting a haircut
Yay.
here at 11:45.
Ooh, I love it.
So maybe we'll wrap
Yeah.
it up with just up and coming with Meg's book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or what were
Yeah.
you guys thinking?
That works.
Does that sound good?
Mm-hmm.
So just go.
Yeah,
Go with it. Okay.
I guess. Yeah. So really, the last thing here would be like the anticipation for Meg's book launch is June 1st, right?
Yes, it's
So you're in a
coming
couple
right
weeks?
up. Actually, all of my author copies that I'm going to have at my event on June 1st is coming in today. They come in today.
Your
So
actual
I'm
like your hard copies, like books in your hand.
yeah, like they don't say not for resale on top. They're the actual
Aw.
book. I'm like really nervous that I missed something or that my editor didn't catch something, but last night I'm like, I just got to give this to God. Like,
Yeah.
if there's a mistake in one of these, then we'll reorder and I'll give these to people that wouldn't mind the little mistake or whatever. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm excited. June 1st, and I'm having an event at the Nest in Celina Monday, June 1st from 5:30 to 8:30. If anybody wants to stop by, anyone is welcome. They'll get a book until they're out. They're out, then you got to order on Amazon. But there'll be charcuterie board, champagne, coffee bar, little gifts to take home, lots of fun stuff, cookies and stuff. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be just a relief to have this. It's been a lot to work on and process and everything, but it's also like going to be rewarding in some way. So I know I was supposed to do it and I did it. And yeah, I'm just thankful that God got me through it.
That's gotta feel, I mean, that will feel emotional. That will feel like, it is already just so remarkable when you sit back and think about your life and the way God puts pieces in certain places, and then to be at that place and like your story, you're writing your story every day, and like it's on paper and you're like gathering with people to just celebrate it. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
So I can't.
Yeah. It's definitely like mind blowing. I'm like, sometimes you just are like, wow, God really provided in my life. And he definitely did. And there's still really hard days, but he gets me through. And yeah, it's just crazy. I knew this was something that he wanted me to do for a long time. So I just did it.
Yeah. But to tie all hot and healthy-ish, all of this together, the trip, it like to tie everything together though, the destination, driving to the beach, writing the book, the health journey, the getting there is the hardest part, but once you arrive, it's like so worth it,
It's so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So true.
I think that's one of our mic drops, ladies. That was just perfect.
It was.
Can't wait. Yeah. I gotta kick up my health journey again after getting back from the beach.
Bad week last week. I like ate out a lot and just ate whatever I wanted, like frosting mini wheats at night. I'm like, what am I doing? Kale was like joking with me. He's like, you're gonna put on the LBs. I'm like, hey, do not say that to me.
Hey,
But it was just like, especially when you're pregnant, you're just like, yeah, it was just a rough week. So I like woke up this morning with a different mindset. I'm like, all right, because I can feel it when I eat like that.
Yeah.
But it was good in the moment.
There's like 75 hard out there. I think I want to do 14 soft, two workouts a day, the hot and healthy-ish one, a walk, probably just pick, 2 days maybe to drink. That'll be hard to give up. And prayer, I think.
Yeah.
And water would be just something I need to write that down, but that's going to be my next goal today is to come up with a mini challenge.
That's a good idea. I was yesterday in church, I was paying attention, but I was also writing out like my goals. Like I'm doing the Bible recap, the Bible in a year, and I fell like 20 days behind. It's really hard to stay up, and I want to like be in it when I'm doing it. I don't want to be rushing through it and through the motions and stuff. So I planned out each day how I could catch up. So I'm trying. It's like, it's a lot to catch back up, but I'm going to really focus on that too. So Bible, water, walking, and just more protein, less greasy food.
Yeah. That's so relatable.
I love it.
But we went out golfing for Kale's birthday yesterday. So we ate out then too. We went to Boardwalk and everything. It was so fun, but definitely didn't eat very good.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, glad we have
Thanks for
this Monday remotivation and the girls to kick us back in gear.
Yes, for
Yes.
sure. For sure.
We'll see you in the next episode, ladies.
Hey, have fun at your haircut, Janelle.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm gonna get it. This little like orangey tone will be blonde. So this is like my natural color, which is just crazy to think about. But
yeah.
So
hopefully not.
Take a picture.
Yeah,
take a
like
picture and send it to us.
Oh, I will.
Yeah, hopefully not drop $300 at this one, huh?
Yeah, that is not the plan.
Yeah. I was gonna say I'm gonna go to the post office right now and pick up my book because I just got a notification it's delivered.
Oh yay! Yeah,
the first one, and then there's more coming at the end of the week. So I'm excited. I have author pictures tomorrow with Erica. Yeah. So I'll send you one with my book in my hand.
Yes.
Oh, cannot wait. So many great things ahead.
Yes, for sure. For sure. Okay.
Well, have a good day.
Have fun, Janelle.
Thank you. We'll see
you guys.
Yeah.